WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time here in SPG, it is 7:45. And this is usually the segment of the program where we get commentary from Kingsley. All right, so we just want to give him a few seconds to see if he's able to call us today. And if not, then we will continue our conversation from earlier. All right. So as Kingsley indicated earlier this week, he is a bit indisposed at this time. So we're hoping to hear back from him come Monday morning. All right. So we're just going to continue the conversation. Well, just piece of the conversation that we had earlier. So I see Joshua's calling. So let's hear from him. Joshua, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this WEFM?
I think it is. Who would you like to speak to? Please press 2 and I can connect you to someone else.
A laugh is always good. I'm trying to pull myself together. Give me 3 seconds, please. We're talking about the NDP and the delusions of grandeur. CBI will never, ever work. And I'll tell you why I say this, right? Now let's assume, let me dream for a minute. I'm a billionaire. I'm an Italian married to a lady from Thailand. So I want to buy my citizenship, by pumping millions into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm going to introduce a whole chain of restaurants. My wife is going to introduce an entire chain of spas, like health spas. But that gives us the right to employ our own people. The only Vincentians who are going to be benefiting from those two businesses would be like the frontline staff, receptionists, the housekeeping staff, and the groundskeeper. Because Vincentians don't know anything about a Thai massage. Only Thais know that. Only Italians could run an Italian restaurant. So Vincentians on the whole is not going to benefit from that. So the monetary CBI, it ain't going to happen. I listen to Vincentians call on a regular basis. One guy yesterday, for example, was angry. All these foreigners are coming here and take up a job. Let them go home. So when I invest my millions into St. Vincent, you want to tell me I cannot bring my own people into work? It's not going to happen. So wake up. If it does happen, you could hold me to this. If it does happen, I'm going to be on the first plane to come to St. Vincent to make my riches, which Mr. Leacock is promising, instant wealth. I will be the first in line to come to St. Vincent to claim that. Have a great day, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Joshua. All right. In order for you to okay, I'm not even looking at it from a political context, right? But don't we sometimes need to have delusions of grandeur?
Delulu is the Solulu.
No, because when you think of it sometimes, right? There are times when you could see something being accomplished, something being done, but you're not always able to get everybody to come on board to see it. But in order for you to progress, in order for you to dream, well, not dream big, in order for you to accomplish certain things, you kind of do have to have those delusions of grandeur, right? Or maybe let's take out the delusions, but you have to have dreams of grandeur. All right. I don't want to use let's take out delusions, but dreams of grandeur. And isn't this what the opposition has to do? Isn't this what they need to let us know? And there are times when I am actually I question what is it that we want, right? Because here you have the opposition putting forward points and people are chanting them down, people are knocking them down, saying that it's not realistic, it's not achievable, right? To me, in a sense, if everything is okay, then it is possible for these things to be okay. But everything comes back to finances.
Yeah.
And because they are not necessarily in a position to see the raw finances, that is my only question. But they have to say something.
That is true.
I feel like you can't please people.
No, you can. You definitely can. It ain't gonna happen. I do believe that you can have some delusions. Well, as you said, dreams, but your delusion, I don't know how to explain this at this moment to you, right? But it's not to have some far-fetched, I don't know. I think, as you said, the issue here is the money. This particular set of delulu, or if you want to put it like that, the concern here is where you're going to get the money from. Are you sure you have the money to do these things? But they said hold them to it. So what we gonna do? Hold them to it.
What did you think about the actual cards that they had given her? What you thought of those?
I think it's pointless.
Yeah.
For me, other people would be different because if you give me a card like that, anybody at all, I put in my pause.
But that is what they want you to do. Hold on to it.
Check that again.
All right, so we have a caller. Hey, caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, ladies. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. We're fine, and you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm actually a first-time caller on your program. I'm actually just in the diaspora, just listening. I have to really chime in on this because to me, this is just a bunch of nonsense.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
No, I have my reasons why. Because if you look at it from a financial standpoint, man, this is ludicrous. Because you listen to what they're saying. The people are saying, okay, put forward your plans, right? And you have been in a position for 24 years, and this is the best that you could come up with to offer to Vincentians. No. That is totally unacceptable. Present something better, something that is more feasible. You're saying that, okay, you want to do this in 60 days. What? It's just like the Vincentian people basically are that dumb. We must do better than that, man. We must do better than that. Let the opposition come up with something better than that. We have to hold these people accountable. They want to get in there, they're gonna come and say anything possible. But I know definitely that's not gonna happen at all because the ULP they might be doing a decent job. They could do better in every situation, organization, or whatever. They're always better, always room for improvement. But at this state here, no, man. This election is very crucial. We see exactly what the direction these people are gonna head into. You're saying, okay, they want to privatize healthcare. I live in Canada, right? The same system that is in Canada, the amount of taxes that you pay from your regular paycheck is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous amongst the taxes that is just to uphold the healthcare system. That system is not gonna work in St. Vincent because St. Vincent don't have the population to sustain something like that. So they gotta do something better than that.
All right, don't run off. Let me engage you, right? So you're saying, yeah, I mean, love engage people. So, so you're saying as oppositions are going to say anything possible to get into power. But what else do you expect them to say? And let me tell you why it is an answer. And nobody ought to think that aside with NDP. I just like to see things from different angles. Okay, but anyhow,
yeah.
When it is they put forward these pledges, right? In essence, what it is that they are doing or what it is that they're saying is that they are going to be putting more money into the pockets of Vincentians, right? Or those persons who qualify or find themselves within these different categories. But isn't this what people want? Isn't this what is going to make people a little bit more hopeful and have people a little bit more happy to know that they were voted into office? Once you are able to have more money in your pocket, what else can make you happier?
It is easily said than done, right? When you're not in power and you don't know how the finances of the country has been accumulated and how is it distributed, then you could come on radio or come on a television program and say anything, right? Because you're not in the position. When you're there and then you see exactly you have to pay how much civil servant, you got to find that money from somewhere. You got to do projects here and there. You got to give people example, the vulnerable people, you got to contribute to certain the contingency fund. You must have stuff in place at the end of the day.
So, okay.
Even any nudge, okay.
So this is it, right? We want they want to be in office, right? It's been a while. They need to be put into office. But if they are not saying something to encourage persons to vote for them, how are they going to actually get into office? They can't say, well, we will wait until you elect us and we will see how the finances are, and then we will decide to give you this or give you that. They have to say something to get persons to vote for them.
No, but you just don't care. You just don't throw paint on a wall and hope that it sticks. That is just my thing. You just can't come and say to people, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Okay, it's all grandeur talk. We know that, right? But at the end of the day, you as a conscious person, you see exactly in the economic system situation that is going on, even in Canada here, it's terrible, right? Everybody's complaining about the cost of living. Stuff that used to be like $5 now is like $25. Everywhere you go, it's the same problem, right? Because from the time the COVID hit, and then you know that guy over there in that other side there with all his tariffs and all that stuff there, man, it's hard, right? Even though you make decent money, yes, it's hard, right? Because I'm going to do a simple comparison. In Canada here, the minimum wage in Ontario is actually $17.20. You do the calculation based on a 40-hour week, right? You're going to be making like $680 a week, right? You have a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto, starts from $1,500, right? You got to work pretty much 3 weeks, right, to pay your rent. Then if you're single, I'm talking about a single person. If you're a guy, then if you have a car, you got to pay your car note. Then your insurance is not like St. Vincent where we pay probably $1,500 for the whole month. No, it is based on exactly where you live. Your insurance could be as high as $900 a month. Then you have to take into consideration food and all that stuff there. Everywhere you go, the cost of living is really ridiculous. And you got to work like a whole month just to pay your rent. And then you still have all this miscellaneous stuff too.
So you're saying times hard everywhere, but they're trying to help. But they're trying to help.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm joking around.
But even in Canada here that have all sort of resources, the amount of homeless people, that is here, you go downtown Toronto and you'll be surprised that the amount of people that used to sleeping all over the place, people that is hungry, begging on the road and all that stuff there. And Canada is an industrial country. A lot of manufacturing and all that stuff. St. Vincent is small, but at the end of the day, look at the amount of vehicles that like people driving all sort of big rides and all that stuff. People making ends meet. It might be hard, but at the end of the day, it's a choice that you have to make when you in certain position. There's choices that you make to make stuff work. We as a people, we are resilient, but at the end of the day, we have to be conscious-minded in the sense that we're in that we have to live within our means as a people.
All right. I hear you. And thanks for calling.
Okay, so just do me a favor. Could you just tell the opposition come with something better, please?
One more you want? Listen. All right. I'm going to let you hang up. Bye. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh Lord, what more do y'all want, folks? What more do you want? I was having a conversation with a friend recently, and I told them that all right, so even if the NDP does get into power, it is going to be so difficult for them for the first 5 years, right? Because they are going to be faced with, let's say, the debts of the ULP administration, right? And not just the debts. Let me also say the plans, because I don't necessarily think that they will need to completely scrap certain plans that the ULP has proposed. But I think that intentions are going to be so critical. Like if we don't see certain things happening within the first maybe even 2-3 years, that it is going to be a challenge for them. And I honestly feel that they would need to be given at least 10 years in order to see the merits or the worth behind voting them into office, because it's going to be challenging for them.
Right. Sometimes I honestly wonder if politicians just be doing for spite, you know. Like,
What I mean?
just be saying and doing things for spite. But anyways, it's the 60 days for me. I think that's what we're stuck upon, the 60 days. Another thing, right? NDP.
Okay.
Take the call.
Yeah, we could teeth a little time.
Okay.
Carla, you have a minute, please. Hello? Oh,
Good morning.
good morning. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. There was a feedback. All right, let's take that one. Carla, you have a minute. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, morning. You're live. A minute, please.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Vincent Shan really take the NDP seriously. The 60 days. The 60 days is what they're going and use to fire people. They know that. So I don't know what development they could ever make. Well, I don't subscribe that if that they win. I don't entertain that conversation. But as much as that they raise that 60 days, within 60 days, they think that they're going to do. I will hasten to say that they're not serious about anything, and I hope that Vincent Chan don't take them seriously with what they're saying. It's politics time, so his mouth open and so jump out. Anybody could say anything that they want, but it's to demonstrate it and put it into reality. That's my short
All right.
comment on that.
Okay. All right, Maxman. Have a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah.
And I see somebody typing there 10 years. Yes, I'm saying 10 years because it's going to be the first 5 years to, possibly get their bearings together, maybe try to find a way to boost the economy that has nothing to do necessarily with the reliance on CBI. And then another 5 years to show the substance, I suppose, substance of the word. Well, that's just my thought.
The thing I want to know, right? If I'm not saying they're wrong or they don't have facts or anything. I'm just saying the NDP has been saying that the economy is in a particular state, right? So if you think that we are in such a state, is it that you think you could fix that mess in such a short space of time?
Within the first 5 years?
95 years, they're looking to supposedly clean up some of that mess within the 2 months. So you think
I don't know if that's cleaning up, I think that is I know. I don't think that is cleaning up because you can't clean up in 60 days. This is more of, to me, a reward or to help to alleviate maybe the financial burdens that persons are facing. But it's not, you can't clean up in 60 days.
Well, I guess I could say the CBI really, at this point, it seems NDP is very, 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 very extremely confident that they are going to get the amount of investment or money or whatever from the CBI program as soon as they get into office, if they get into office, because like I said, the economy ain't so good as you say, we're in a lot of debt. And if you think that within 2 months of you being there, you're going to be able to deliver these things, that means that program. So people who have fears about the CBI program, put it away. It's kind of... You're watching me like
I watch it because I'm waiting for you to finish.
I'll leave it at that.
All right, no. Okay, so to be fair, right? The first 60 days are like the short-term things, right? But remember, they always talk about their pillars. I think it's 4 pillars that they have. So those are the long-term goals. This is just the short-term.
Yeah, but it's short-term, real short. I wonder why NDP said 2 months. I guess next time we speak but then we probably have to speak to Dr. Friday. Why is it that you said 2 months? Maybe why not 3, 4, 5 a year?
Because they need people to vote for them now. There needs to be a quote-unquote incentive to vote for them now. All right, let's head on out.
Okay.
We might end up having to take this up again in the next segment. So we are heading on out. The time in SPG is 8:04, and our time check came to you with the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death